In this video, we are going to be taking a look at our Hydro Flask collection of bottles and cups. Check out packhacker.com for our written reviews and best buying options, link in the description below. So this is by no means the entire lineup of everything Hydro Flask has to offer. This is just what we have and what we've been using and testing. So Hydro Flask has really made a name for themselves with their bright colors and high insulation value and durability. So this one right here is the 21 ounce standard mouth. You can see the mouth here is a little bit smaller than the newer wide mouth here. So this is the more traditional one. That's why it's called the standard mouth. And the 21 ounce has kind of been the standard water bottle size. So this is really the standard as you can get Hydro Flask. Again, they come in all kinds of colors, so you'll be sure to find something you like. If you want to go one step down from that, this is the 18 ounce standard mouth, and it's the exact same thing, just a tiny bit smaller. If that 21 ounce was a little bit too big for you, the 18 ounce will be a great option. Now there's all kinds of different lids offered. We just have the standard mouth insulated sports cap. So this kind of turns your Hydro Flask standard mouth into more of like a sports type bottle. You have the little silicone pull here, and so you can get a drink out of there. And the benefit of this too is you can do this one-handed. You can kind of pull that out with your teeth, like as you're running, take a drink, and then kind of push it back down one-handed there, and you still have the nice handle that you do on the standard mouth here. You don't have that flexibleness there of it being able to kind of move with you, but it'll be the standard, and that'll still be great there. Let's switch that one back on. Now the newer style Hydro Flask is the wide mouth here. This is the wide mouth 18 ounce. Now the wide mouth makes it a little bit easier to clean out. You can fit larger brushes in there. Obviously you still can't quite fit your whole hand in there. So they still are a tiny bit difficult to clean, but you'll be able to fit a larger brush. And as you can see here, instead of screwing kind of into the middle of it, it kind of screws around the outside here. So that's just the little bit of difference there with the wide mouth option. So the wide mouth, like I said, we have the 18 ounce here. Next step up, we have the 20 ounce. Not too much difference there, obviously, just a little 2 ounce difference. And then a lot bigger step up from that, we have the 32 ounce, quite a bit larger and heavier. And then we have the 32 ounce lightweight wide mouth trail series. So this one is significantly lighter than the other 32 ounce. It's also it's slimmer but taller, so it fits a little bit better in like a backpacking water bottle pocket. This 32 ounce one might be a little bit big to stick on the outside of a bag, but this lightweight one just fits a little bit better. And obviously, it is a little bit taller. And again, it's about 20% lighter, but everything else is basically the same on it. Now, moving over to the more specialty bottles here, we kind of have all our basic water bottles here, and these are a little bit more designed for specific drinks. We'll start with the 12 ounce coffee mug here, and this lid is not, completely sealed. You got a little bit of a holes in here. So if you tip it over, it will spill. So just a note there. The outside of this is kind of like a silicone versus all these other bottles are stainless steel. So you have a little bit of flex here, which is good if you're hooking this to the outside of a bag or with a carabiner or something like that, that it's got a little bit of flex so the handle doesn't snap off or anything. If this was like hard plastic, if you drop it, it might, snap right off. One thing to note though is that it's not completely solidly attached to the outside of the cup there. So you do have you can get a little bit of a gap in there. And if you get any sort of like water or coffee or anything in there, that can kind of be really hard to clean in there. So try to keep that as on there as possible. But yeah, so that is the 12-ounce coffee mug. Moving down, we have the 12-ounce cooler cup. This one doesn't have too much going on here. If you take this silicone band off here, it's just a normal 12-ounce cup, no lid or anything like that. And then you put the silicone lid on there, and you can fit a 12-ounce can, and it'll just work as kind of like a little koozie. So you have the option to drink out of the middle of it, or, you know, put a can in there and cap it off. Now down from that, we have the 10-ounce rocks glass. So this one's really designed for, you know, a little bit of whatever your favorite liquor of choice is, whether it's, you know, whiskey, vodka, anything like that, and with a couple of ice cubes. So it's not that big. And same thing with the coffee mug. You do have the non-sealed holes there, so if you drop this, it will spill. One tiny little feature here that's actually kind of nice is on the bottom. The indent here is like a little bit of a finger rest, so you can kind of put when you're holding it. It's a little awkward to show, but your finger actually rests like perfectly inside of that, just giving you a little bit more grip on it as you're holding it. So it's just like a nice little feature there. You can tell they thought about it, you know, not just thrown in there. And obviously, if that's not comfortable for you, you can hold it just fine the other way. This is the wine tumbler. This also has a similar lid, but we've been using this one for about 3 years, and in that time it has been misplaced somewhere. But again, we've had it for 3 years, and it's still held up, no dings or anything like that. We have been drinking lots and lots of coffee out of this, so you can tell it is stained a little bit on the inside. But yeah, this has that same sort of mini groove on the bottom. And it's just a nice, solid drink cup. And the you can tell it's a little bit more, you know, it curves in a little bit more versus the straight up cooler cup. So, you know, you get a little bit more better curve grip there. Again, not too much, but just something worth noting. And then moving up here, we have the 25-ounce wine bottle. This is very similar to the water bottles, but just you don't have a handle on top. It just has a little bit more of a classy vibe with the just clean lines and, you know, nothing on top getting in the way. And that nice silver cap makes it look really nice. Moving down, we have the 20-ounce coffee flask. One note on this is we got it in white. Obviously, the colors look great, and we were really digging it. But as soon as you drink any coffee out of this, you get brown, like not staining, but you know, just between cleanings, you'll get a lot of like brown up here from the coffee, and it really stands out, and it doesn't really look great. So with coffee, maybe get a darker color. But otherwise, we've been really enjoying using this. You can see the lid. You just have a little spout here versus, you know, a giant one like the wide mouth one. So it's just a little easier to sip coffee out of without spilling it all over yourself. And also on the bottom here, we kind of have a little grip. This comes off. Yeah, as you can see, we got some coffee underneath that, and it just doesn't look great on the white. But that wipes right off when you wash it. But so you just have a little bit of a grip here just to kind of help it from sliding around. You know, nice and stretchy. If we can get it back on. And yeah, that just kind of helps keep it on your desk, help it keep it from being knocked over, so it doesn't really want to slide around as easy. So that is the 20-ounce coffee flask. Now we have the 22-ounce tumbler cup. And again, same sort of lid. If you knock it over, it's going to spill. You can also get a straw lid with this that just kind of has a hole in the middle with a straw coming out, if you prefer that. And yeah, you just got just a nice large insulated cup here. So nothing too fancy going on there, but keeps your hot drinks hot and your cold drinks cold. So what more can you really ask for? And the last one we have is the 12-ounce coffee with Flex Sip lid. So this is really similar to the wide mouth. You know, it actually is the same as this wide mouth here, just quite a bit smaller. But the real difference here is the lid. So here we have this coffee kind of lid specifically for hot drinks. So as you can see, this, when you see that red there, that's fully sealed. You know, if you tip this over, you're not going to spill coffee everywhere. And then you just unlock it there, and now you can drink out of it. And this also comes apart for easier cleaning here. I believe this just twists. Let's see. Oh, it's a little jammed here. There we go. As you can tell, this probably definitely needs to be cleaned a little bit more. But this is all comes apart easily here, so you can get to this and take it apart and clean it really well, just so it doesn't, you know, start to grow anything on it or get any bad tastes or anything like that. So there you have it. That was our quick look at our Hydro Flask collection. Check out packhacker.com for more information and the best buying options. Link down below. We'll see you in the next video.